Well, it's a nice day out. It's over 50 degrees, so today's one of those days we gotta get stuff done. Because you never know in New England when you're gonna get a snowstorm and you won't see the ground till who knows when. Into the garden we go. Lots to do, so I'll set up the tripod and you guys can watch as we get caught up doing the, well, as I get caught up doing the cleanup I didn't get to this fall because we were busy. It for today because the ground is frozen. No doubt the ground is frozen. So we got the trellises all cleaned off here. I think you can see that now. There's no vines, which is really important in the spring because if it's all tangled we end up with morning glory, which is a nemesis of ours in the garden, and I like to be able to see which is if it's starting to grow, I like to know it so I can pull it down. And I wanted to show you, if you look at the ground here, talk about wet, like it's crazy wet, but the beds are solid. We're not pulling anything out of the beds. Whatever's there is there. It's staying till spring thaw. But the ground is so incredibly wet, which is why we switched to the raised beds. But I'm going to show you on one of these. I think I can see it here. The beds are literally rotting because they're on the ground. So that's going to be another thing we're going to have to address this year. We put these beds in. You can see it early here. We put the beds in back in 2012, and it's the wetness has really. Here's a really good example. You can just see because the ground's so wet. But the good news is, by working with the raised beds, it lets us get into the soil that much sooner, and we've really done well. Last year, some of the beds, you can see back here, have grass in them. I actually covered them with black plastic because I knew we weren't going to get to planting them. I just knew early in the year it was going to be rough. So out of the 9 or 10 beds we have here, I only planted 3. So come spring, those all get cleaned out and fixed up, and we should be planting them all this year. I'm excited the kale is still alive, so we may yet have kale in the spring. And with that, I'm going to let you go until I go collect the eggs. And off we go. We've got some dried beans that were left down the garden, and we'll drop it off for the chickens. Are you cooking? I just want you to spin. Here you go, girls. Some dried beans. The water has done a disservice to the yard this year. Alright, just grab a couple eggs and then we're done. Oh yay! You guys have been busy today. Got my... That's alright. I can set them carefully in here. Okay. Hey, have a great night.